Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am Ev. Today we're actually going to be doing something a little different. We're actually going to be reacting to Persona 5 Scramble, the opening cinematic. It's 1 month away from release in Japan. Technically, you can buy it in the West. The way you do that is on the Nintendo Switch, and it's really interesting because both versions are PS4 and Switch. However, the Switch is the only one that isn't region locked. So if you do want to play the game in Japanese, you'd have to buy it on the Switch, because that's the only way you can play it. However, there is another thing that is a bit of an interesting note. Obviously it's still in Japanese, so it's really not going to matter, but normally their flagship titles like Persona 5, Persona 4, 3 have all been on a PlayStation console, PS2, PS3, and all the remasters, whatever, you get my point. Normally, like Persona 5, it hasn't been on any other platform outside of the PlayStation. That's normally because, well, it's their core console, it's their core demographic. I believe they have a contract with Sony. I don't know how long or what, but the other issue is that it's never on an Xbox, mainly because the Xbox isn't prominent in Japan, but obviously the Sony and Switch are, because Nintendo is a Japanese company and so is Sony, so obviously both of those companies have stakes in their own country. And obviously, unfortunately right now, Atlus is still working under the we need to satisfy our fans in Japan first and then we'll roll it out. But that's obviously why there's also translation issues, and why video games like Persona 5 Scramble and Persona 5 Royale have not come to the West yet, even though in Japan Persona 5 came out on October 31st. Persona 5 Royal came out on October 31st, and Persona 5 Scramble isn't coming out until February 20th in Japan, obviously. And for us in the West, we're not getting Persona 5 Royal until March 31st. So that's just really how it works. But it's obviously because of translation and also doing voice acting, because it's in a different language, so that takes time. However, Atlus has said that they are trying to make those release dates close to worldwide, say day one, right? Hopefully that'll work out. Most likely that'll happen with Persona 6 or whatever next flagship title is. But anyway, right now we're gonna be reacting to the opening for Persona 5 Scramble because I'm interested, and then also I'm doing this mainly because we're gonna be seeing Persona 5 Scramble and Persona 5 Royal marketing for the West soon. It's actually really funny because they've been releasing a lot of material for Japan, but not really for the West. Even for Persona 5 Royal, they had like nearly one trailer every couple of weeks. However, we're literally 2 months from release in the West, and we haven't really had any trailers. We don't even have the opening trailer for Persona 5 Royal either. And we'll see that reaction after this one, but this is new. I have not seen this, so I want to do this one. And then once we and when I do react to Persona 5 Royal, it's not going to make a difference if I see it if I see the Japanese trailer opposed to the English trailer, because the Japanese trailer has the English lyrics for the new song in the Japanese trailer. Also, it's not really going to be it's not going to be really a reaction because I've already seen it, but I'm just excited, so we're going to be talking about that. That's it. That's really all there is. So most likely they'll be showing that later on, or for the West. Obviously they'll probably do that one first, and then obviously show new gameplay, new content that's coming out on Royal. They'll be rolling out more content, showing gameplay and the narrative, upon release. So that's really all there is to it. So let's jump right into it. Fucking do it. Joker. All right, dope. Panther, Skull. Let me pause it real quick because this is I'm using my PS4 because it's a lot easier to. They showed on Panther. Oh well, I can't. Damn, this thing won't let me go too far. So for some reason, On is first, and I don't know why, because she is technically the third member of the group. It's Joker. Ryuji Morgana, and then On doesn't join until like the end, which is really weird. I don't know why they put her first, but Skull, yeah. Inari, oh, Fox, well, but yeah. Queen, Haru, oh, well, Noir, Navi. You just called her Navi? Persona 5, Scramble, and then Morgana. I don't think did Morgana get a thing? Ooh. Oh, and that is Lynn. Oh man, her music is so good. And it's actually interesting because Persona 5 does a very grainy neon black and white. It's like a weird noir-esque, picaresque kind of thing going on with they've used picaresque in the game and or picturesque. It's picturesque, but it's like it's a weird one, right? It's minimalist, right? You get lines and shadows, and you get simple colors, kind of contrast, right? You get blue. You got blue on Inari and Joker's pants black. A lot of it's very contrasting, very minimalistic colors, and I really like that. It changes with Persona 5 Royal. They go in a more neon look. Oh, he's a new character. That's a new character as well. And then our three best girls and Morgana. All right. Okay, okay, again. So all of these boxes are illustrating the NPCs, you know, being caged. Again, we've seen that in Persona 5 already. Obviously, if you played Persona 5, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I highly recommend you go play Persona 5 before you watch any of this content. All right, she's a new character. Her name is Sophie or Sophia or something like that. I have a theory about that, but we'll talk about that later when we get to it. And then he's apparently that guy that was in the car. He is apparently our antagonist. He is the cop that you know, is still trying to, you know, keep an eye on us, because that's what happened at the end of Persona 5. Even though we were set free, we from prison, or well, juvenile hall or whatever, we were still being what was it, supervised, or what's the fucking word? What's the word I'm looking for? We were still being watched, I guess. I don't know. Surveillance. They were still conducting surveillance on the Phantom Thieves. And so here again, so they're continuing that notion with this game, because this is technically an actual legitimate sequel to Persona 5. This takes place after that one. We don't know how long. They'll most likely inform us. But one thing, oh, he's a new character. That's a new character. I've never seen that person before. Very medieval. I mean, I've seen the characters. I've seen the Twitter like a photo of it on Twitter, an uploaded Twitter photo. He looks very much like a 14th century medieval apothecary. You know, the ones that look like a bird. They wear that bird mask. Kind of. Obviously, it's taking the aesthetic of that. Obviously, to a bit more gothic, but also weirdly cowboy-esque nature. Most likely, that's going to be our core antagonist, maybe. From what I can see, he looks like the guy that was with the glasses, the guy who was chasing after them. That's who he kind of looks like, because you see strands of hair right there, right next to his chin line. Also, his beard seems very similar. I think the other guy had a goatee, though. I don't remember. But, all right, so very much like anime, we're seeing either that or he'll join the Phantom Thieves. Who knows? You know? Maybe he might have his own issues. Persona 5 really does a good job with their character designs. So it's just basically an OP, so I guess I'm just talking over it while we're playing here. And very much, this is the summer after, I believe, the summer after Persona 5 ends. Persona 5 ends technically in March when we leave, before April starts, where we began. So here, I believe, this is where we'll start in, I believe, like June, July. Normally, that's when summer happens. For us, I don't remember how it happens in summer. I think it's like August or September, because I remember that's when Futaba joins. She joins during the summer, which is roughly, I believe, August or March. Sorry, August or September. But that's it. That was the trailer, I guess. That was really fun. I really love it. But Persona 5's always been good with their trailers. They're always very fun, very good. I'm actually really excited for Scramble. I know it's a Muso game, but the gameplay, I know we're not seeing the gameplay here because this is obviously how the game will open. And obviously it's Japanese and it's the opening cinematic. So it really doesn't, even though it is Japanese, all the lyrics are in English. So people, you know, will understand it, which is really funny because the Western audience will understand it, but not everybody else, which is actually a good thing. Also, this is from Lettuce Sauce, mainly because they translate a lot of Lotus Sauce translates a lot of the trailers, so you'll be able to see that and understand what they say and what they mean. So I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can go and check out all their Persona content, because normally the Japanese trailers, they will take those, translate it, and then throw it onto their website, onto their channel, so that, you know, the Western audience can keep up with those trailers, because normally, again, Royal hasn't been marketed at all in the West so far, and that's really weird because the game comes out in March at the end of the month, which is really weird, and I don't know why they're doing it. And but it's important enough that they're not throwing it in the middle with like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Animal Crossing, but that might die. There's a lot of heavy games coming out in March. Most notably for me is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't remember all the others because I don't know. I have a list, but I don't keep it on hand or in my head, because I'm just like, okay, the games will come out and I'll buy them, and most likely I'll get like a reminder, hey, here's a launch trailer before the game comes out on that week or whatever. So that's normally how I remember it. Other than that, I'm really excited for Scramble. Even though it is a Muso game, even though it is a Muso game, Atlus is doing a good job of, hey, yo, you guys do a good job, please make this good. They're adding a lot of stuff that normally hasn't been seen in other Muso games. That I don't know what the company name is. Whoever's developing it, normally their games are just hack and slashy, you know, just very power fantasy. But they're adding a lot of stuff that deals with Persona 5, like Phantom Thievery, you know, jumping onto poles and like ego perching like Batman, right? To like look down on your enemies and like fucking boom, you know, and then grapple hook to those locations, which is nice. Obviously that's illustrating that they're taking some inspiration from Persona 5 Royal, which Persona 5 Royal is introducing a grappling hook, so that's going to change a lot of the palaces that you'll see in the game, and obviously a lot of additional content will come from that. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Oh fuck, I forgot to do that intro. Anyway, thanks for watching. I always forget to do that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. It will really help me out. I keep forgetting to do that at the beginning, because if I don't do it at the beginning, nobody's gonna subscribe, and it's really fucking shitty. But you know, who cares? Like, you know, as long as people see it, and as long as they're having a good time, and as long as we're having a good time discussing it, that's great. So what you can do is go in the description. You can go into the comment section down below, and we can talk about this more. And I'm really excited to see what you guys have to think. So, you know, join me in the comments, and we'll talk about it, because I enjoy talking about video games as much as I enjoy playing them. So, because it's always fun, you know? It's always fun how things will turn out. How good is this game going to be? And obviously, I'm actually liking the narrative. Even though this is the opening cinematic, there are a lot of scenes in the game that they've shown us in previous trailers where the characters are all 3D rendered. There's very rarely hand-drawn animations, which is really nice, where they're actually using their characters, and it's really great, and I'm super excited. It's just really fun. I think that's good design. So I'll see you in the next video, which will be really soon. So I'm gonna be wearing the same shirt. So thanks for watching. You know what to do. Get out. Cuck. Bye. Bye.